So Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. No man come unto him by the Father. Okay? Now, we need God to make it on this earth. We need Jesus in our life. So I was reading from Ecclesiastes, and I was starting out, and you know how it is, but I'm gonna go right here. It said who is, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 1. Who is as the wise man, comma, and who knoweth the interpretation of things? A man wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of God. Now, let me explain that verse 2. What he's saying, Solomon, he's saying, I counsel you to keep God's commandment. God's commandment, the King commandment. Jesus Christ is King of kings, Lord of lords. Here it is. I counsel thee to keep the King's commandments in regard of the oath of God. Verse 3. But be not hasty to go out of his sight. Stand not in evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleases him. Okay, and I'm in Ecclesiastes chapter 8, that was verse 3. It say, but be not hasty to go out of the sight, and stand not in an evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleases him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? Whosoever keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. And a wise man's heart disconnect both time and judgment. We got to pay attention to God's word. We trying to read God's word, and at that time, I'm trying to get y'all undivided attention. If you are in your home, or you driving, not driving, but you sitting in your car, whatever you may be doing, make sure that you turn your phones off. Flip them over. Turn your TV off. Because I will have to stop and come over there, and it is distracting me from doing the will of God. I don't want to come to your house. So this thing is the power of God. Now, what I'm trying to help you to understand is this. If you're reading the Bible on your phone, it is okay. So here we are. In verse 5, it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5, it says, whoso keepeth the commandments shall flee. Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. A wise man heart discerneth both time and judgment. Because of every purpose, there is a time in judgment. Therefore, the mystery of man is great upon him. For we know not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? There is no man that has power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither has he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall the wickedness deliver them, those that are given to it. And let me explain what it's saying. God have given us his law, which is the Ten Commandments. And by him giving us his law, when we keep it, we show Jesus that we love him. And when we do this, we are honoring God. Now, what it's saying when they talk about discharge, when death comes, you cannot win that battle. Once God take the breath of life out of you, it's done. You dead. Now, I'm going to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and I'm going to the last verse in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, because I want to go to the New Testament. I just wanted to give you a few things on I can show you the way, because Jesus Christ is the way. There's no other way. I'm in right here, and I'm going to be in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. Here it is. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandment. For this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, wherein it be good, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Jesus is coming. Forget what those people who are telling you that we are no longer under the law and we don't have to keep God's commandment. That's a damn lie. If you want to make it to heaven, this is what you got to do. I'm going to write this word up here. And I'm going to write it big so you can see it. I put the word commandments. Tell you why I put it there. If you want to get to heaven, you got to have God's commandments. There's no other way if you want to make it to heaven. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, it says, let's hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Without God's commandment, you can't please him. Now, I'm going to go to the New Testament. I can stay in the Old Testament, but I want to go to the New. And I want to show you something. I'm in the New Testament. And I'm going to go over here to St. John. St. John, chapter 14. St. John 14. And it says right here, verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments.